Happy Sunday, everybody. This week's going to be a little bit different. Got about 25 pounds worth of rabbits thawing out for everybody in big stuff. So none of the big animals are coming out. What we're going to do this week is we're going to look at some of the babies. 10 of the clutch from Eve and Baraka. 10 of those babies have had 6 consecutive meals, which means they're getting to the point where I'm feeling more comfortable listing them for sale. Obviously, not everyone's leaving. Some will be staying here. But we're going to go through some of those some of those babies, see how everybody's looking, give you guys a quick once over, and check everybody out, see how it's going. Alright, let's see. This is number 2. Hi, baby. Hi. What are you doing? Looks like we're going into a shed. But this little one, 2602. I'm gonna check again, but I believe this is a female tiger. This is one that will get its 6th meal today, assuming it takes it normally, which I don't see any reason it wouldn't. This one should be ready to go out. Alright, this is 26-1-02. This is definitely the most extreme of the tigers in the clutch. And this little girl, I'm going to verify again, but this little girl has had 5 consecutive meals. She's actually going into shed. Which, for going into shed, she looks absolutely gorgeous. I like how the white from the belly pulls up. Obviously that really striped out rosette section on both sides is really cool. It's got some pretty pixelation for those that like pixelation. As you can see, she's well socialized, not concerned about me. But very pretty example of a tiger, especially considering didn't expect any tigers originally. She's a sweetie. Alright, honey, ready to go home? Alright, here's a really pretty sun tiger. Just gorgeous oranges. This one's also had 5 meals. You guys can see the little dots. Those are just for my quick reference, so I know at a glance without having to pull up Husbandry Pro where everybody's at. Oops. There we go. Super pretty, crisp pattern. Pretty oranges. I'll put up some better outdoor images so you guys can get a better view of the actual coloration. This one's also had 5 consecutive meals. Alright, here you go. This is number, oopsies, I'm sorry. This is number 6. This is a platinum sun tiger. Really pretty yellows coming through. A little bit thinner pattern outline. Still really, really pretty, especially towards that tail. With that floating dorsal. But a little bit of a wonky tip right there. It's had that since it came out. No issues shedding or anything like that. Doing really well. Okay, little one. Super pretty platinum sun tiger. And a little bit of extra character with that tail tip. Okay. This is a platinum sun tiger, or excuse me, platinum sunfire. See the tail there, really high rosette count, a little bit darker version of a platinum. But I still think it's going to color up and get some really pretty colors as it gets older. Love those silver flames poking through on the sides there. Super high rosette count. Dorsal back saddles. This one's also very calm, very docile. Super pretty little baby. Very little one. Go back and relax. Okay, this is number 8. Very, very pretty platinum. Really pretty high rosette count. You can see the thinner dorsal pattern from the platinum. Still pretty thick for how much platinum should clean it up. Really pretty yellows for only having one shed plus the egg skin shed. Really like the look of this one. Platinum's a personal favorite. Mila, my first girl, was a platinum, so I always love a good clean platinum. Really well behaved, docile little one, aren't you? Super pretty little baby. Alright, little one. Says, no, I don't want to go home. There you go. Go back in there. Not gonna mess with this one much, just because it's definitely going into shed. Want to let her just kind of take all the time she needs. Give you guys a little bit of a view though. Really pretty little baby. That's number 10 of the first clutch. Alright, this is number 12. Another classic tiger. Pretty thick blacks. With the white pulling up from the belly. Nice thick dorsal stripe. A little bit more chaotic pattern towards the tail, which is really pretty. This little girl's doing great as well. Other than she doesn't want to look at the camera. There we go. She's also got some cute little dark spots on her nose that I think is really pretty. And now she's crawling on the camera. We're in trouble now. Oh boy, you're all tangled up. Number 13 is also classic tiger. A little bit thicker, crazy pattern towards the tail. Still got that nice classic tiger pattern. Some pixelation around it. I think that's kind of cool. Another cute, curious little baby. Alright, last but not least, we're going to do this again because I already showed 14, but I didn't hit record. So, this is number 14. This is the one that I knew was going to stay here regardless of being male or female. It's a female, but those thick blacks, she's going to do some really cool stuff here at Heartland Reptiles in the future. So I knew from the very beginning she wasn't going anywhere. Super well-natured animal. She's got beautiful orange eyes. Just super, super pretty animal. I think she's the best just Sunfire that I've seen. Colors are getting better and better with time, but what really stood out was that thick black patterning. She's had those nice thick blacks since the beginning, and that's something that will stay with her. So it's a lot easier to play with color than it is to add in black. It's why we know that she's gonna stay here, do some good stuff in the future breeding projects. So, can we see your other side, Missy? She's super pretty black, thick blacks. Color's gonna get brighter as she ages, but just awesome example of a locality cross Sunfire. Alright, Missy, I'll let you go back and rest. Alright, so those are the 10 that have had their 6th consecutive meal. Everybody's doing really well. Some have just, missed a meal here or there, which I'm not worried about. Everybody's body's shape is looking really good. So not worried about any of the clutch. But also I want to make sure that they are very well established, and, I'm confident that they're healthy moving forward, and anybody that would be interested in them is going to get a well socialized animal that's eating frozen thawed feeders, so that there's no hassle or issue from anybody that may want to purchase one of these babies. So apologize, one of the babies was in shed, didn't really want to mess with it much like I mentioned, but I still wanted to show it because frankly it's a really beautiful baby. If you guys want to see a little bit better pictures and some videos of the babies, you can check out Heartland Reptiles on Instagram or Facebook. There's some better pictures and videos in natural sunlight, which would really help show them off a little bit better. So for those that might be interested, as I'm going to get these listed in the next coming week and weeks, you can check out heartlandreptiles.com, MorphMarket, as well as kingsnake.com. Everybody knows MorphMarket. Hopefully you're getting accustomed to heartlandreptiles.com, but I also want to shout out kingsnake.com. John has purchased kingsnake.com. He's doing some really good stuff, and I highly encourage you guys to go over and check that out. He's trying to bring it back. More than just a place to buy and sell animals, it's a place to share information and stuff like that, where it's not going to be, controlled by more strict groups or more strict rules on other social media platforms. So I think there's a lot of opportunity for all of us in the community to benefit from King Snake's platform and what John's trying to build there. So I highly encourage you guys to go check it out, dabble around, play with it and stuff like that. I think it's going to be a really great thing for our community to have that, as well as all the other assets that we do and how we share information and animals. So thank you guys for spending your Sunday with me. As always, I appreciate it, and we'll see y'all next week.